Hello everyone, this is Shelby with Shelby Creations, doing another random. We've still got quite a few cards here left. I think maybe, one or two more, and then we'll put them all back together. I don't even know what page we're doing yet. I haven't even picked out a page. I just turned the video on. Let's do something that has no actual, page or color stuff there. Let's see. Get something to tie that one down. And I had, there it is. Just enough to hold it in place. Okay, and as usual, we will start with our paper. Turn them over and just mix them up some. Maybe I won't get any of the high ones for this first draw. We can hope, we can hope, we can hope. Okay, we have one. We have one. And we are at one. One piece of paper. So, what I'm going to do at that point is, I'm still drawing from here, but I'm going way back here to the back somewhere, pulling something out. If I can get my fingers around here somewhere. Somewhere. One piece. One piece. And we have, okay. One piece. Do we want to do more over here? Or more over here? Let's do more over on this side for a change. We'll do more on this side. So all I'm doing is I'm finding out where it gets into that groove, lining up along that edge and just creasing it. Now, glue. I think I want to put this as close to, well, I've already set the crease, so it'll go wherever the crease put it. I hope I got it a little close to the edge over here. And make sure that's even in the right direction. Okay, down the center. All in that crease. Now I'll put some on this side. Put it down here near where the line is, because I may want to put something over that edge. All right, right off the bat, I see I'm going to need a paper towel. I'm gonna have to take time and clean out all the little lids. Okay, now we've got that part done. We have pulled out a few things here, but I think I'm going to set that aside because I'm going to pull out of my washi box. Do I have? Okay, that goes there. See? All my little shorts. I love the way they all fit in that one box. So, whoops. You don't slide over there. We only had one on the first one. Let's see how many we get on this one. We'll do that one. And drum roll, we are 5. We can manage 5 washi tape. We can do this. Okay, close my eyes. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm gonna set that up there for right now. And we have flowers. We have scenic. We have dark flowers. We have more flowers. And it's going to be a lot of flowers. So if we're using that many flowers, I'm going to put this one up. Put this back over here. Because you can't have too much of a good thing. So let's start with our scenic one first. And what do we have on here? We have bookshelves, a bed, you know what? I'm probably going to regret this, but I'm going to cut this right in half. Yeah, I can roll this little piece up. And yes, I will put this little piece right back in there. If I can get the... Well, let's leave that open so I can toss them in. Now on here, we have quite a bit that we can play with. So, yes, I'm still going to use the other ones because I drew 5. Regardless of how many I might end up with here. Trim this part off. And yes, I will use the hat. I'm just trying to trim off all the extra shiny bits. Alright, the hat has quite a bit shiny bits. I can get in here and get around all of this. You know, for those of you that have a printer, I noticed, and I found it on Amazon, they have washi paper, sticky back washi paper, so that you can make your own stickers, your own washi stickers. Now you can either print on them from your computer, probably. Depends on the type of printer you have and how it functions. Some will let you print from your computer. Some you may have a really nice design that you want to keep. And I had seen where one lady had it, and she took her favorite stamps and stamped them onto the washi paper and then colored them in, or on a sheet of paper, colored them in, and then printed those on her washi paper, which is what got me into looking for them on Amazon. You know, I'm always open to new ideas. I'm always wanting to learn new things. Yeah, I know, I said I was going to do this over my little trash bucket, but oh well. It is what it is. I am back down to a, I reckon you call it mess on the desk. Those that saw my last video know that I'm working on an Afghan. In the evenings, as I sit here watching videos or Netflix, And so I've got that in over here on the side. And on top of that, to add more load to what I need to do, since we got the new air conditioner, I have noticed that, well, it's been since before that. In January, I quit smoking. So I had an exhaust fan up here that would blow the cigarette smoke out. Only now I don't need it, so I took it out. And I've noticed that I have, now that the window's closed, because we were using the air con and all, but there's so much humidity in the air. Wait, oh, there's the other little piece. And I can close the window, which makes it, yeah, it's not as bad. But in the mornings, if I'm sitting here and it's before, 11 o'clock, I have got the sun that comes right in this window here and just about blinds me. And the reason why it comes in here so bad, yes, I could close the curtains, but it's not going to do any good, because the curtains only come down as far as wherever the fan used to be. So, make a long story short, I've been looking for new curtains, but I wanted some that would match, so we'd have both sides, and then we got the slider over here. So I finally found them yesterday. I found my curtains for the slider, but they're 7 inches too long, so I have to hem them. Then I found curtains for over here on these two windows, and they were on clearance for like $15. There's 4 panels. But even on the shorter ones, for thermal curtains, or blackout curtains, whatever you want to call them, they reflect the sunlight out. They're all 63 and 84 inches. Unless you get the cafe curtains, and those are sheer. It's a no-win situation when it comes to curtains. And I checked the cost of the material. It would have cost me over $40 just to make a set of curtains for one window that were thermal. And so I paid $13. Boy, am I crooked. For the slider. And I spent $15 for the one that has the 4 panels in it for over our desk. Now I got to hem them all. That is really lopsided. Let me see if I can get it up and straightened out. That's better. So now I've got the curtain panels over here. Sitting here waiting for me to hem. To hem. Here I thought learning Japanese was hard. Trying to remember your English when you've been out of school for as long as I have, that can be hard, because we get set in our ways in what we say. Okay. The hat. I don't know about the hat yet, but these, I can hold on to them. As, we all love Who doesn't love books? Especially those of us that play with them all day. And by that, I mean we build things with the pages. Or she needs some down here. Down here at her feet. All right, we have books and a plant. That can go in between. Right, like that. And then, there's two of them here. We have another plant. Get it undone. That needs to go over here near the window. Because we need windows for our plants. Or plants for our windows. Which is... trying to find out which side is the right side. More books and plants. We can put those on the other side over down here. There. Oh, we still have the hat. We still have the hat. I want to cling to your fingers. Static. There we go. Set that over there. Now, our hat. That was definitely too big for her head. So, we're sticking it down here. Okay. We have light colored flowers here. Oh dear. We have these. What are our other ones? Our other options here? Ooh, I'm not sure I like the dark. That may come out under there. Let's trim it off to here. Okay, this one we've cut the piece off. So I can put the rubber band back on it. That goes back in the box. This one looks like what? Where? I've got to use it, but it's like, where do I put it? This is where it gets complicated. I'll trim this off here. We're going to do both of these on this side. Then that leaves just the light colored one on this side over here. This will back up. And now, rubber band, we're done with that one. So that leaves this one. Get all these little pieces off of here. Pull that out. So I'm definitely going to have to put this on this side somewhere. We're going to do it that way. Make do with what we've got. We will make this work. Roll that up and find a rubber band. Okay, now this one, like I had seen, we can go side to side with it, just like that. But in order to do that, let me turn this way. You go over there. Oh, I still got more of those little pieces floating around. Okay. Now, put this one here to here. And then all I have to do is trim those two little pieces off. Normally I would wrap them around, but I don't think I'm going to use them on the next page over. But you know what I can do? Turn this right around here. That's coming that way. Right here. We can do that one right there. Because it's got a little butterfly on it. Now this one. Sorry if my head's in the way. But it's kind of difficult to cut when you can't see what you're cutting. This one has a very little bud coming out there. So I'm going to put it right down there. There. Now we've used our little two little pieces we've cut off there. I like that. I like the way that showed. I probably could have used it up here, but I don't want to do that. Okay. Now we have these. Which way do I want to do these? Up here. That would totally cover the hat. That way. What about this one? They're both about the same width. Ooh, no, that's definitely wider. But you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Let me see somewhere. Bear with me here because I got to move curtains and stuff. I got everything over here. All right, where are you? Okay. We're going to do this. This is 2 inches wide. I'm going to come here and I'm going to set that on 1 inch and cut it in half. That doesn't want to come out. There we go. So now I've got 2 pieces. I could put a piece down there like that. Or I could totally come up the sides here with it. Let's do that. Let's go up the sides. Why? Why not? Try something different. Because if your washi tape is too wide, but like here, you really want to use it, cut it in half. Okay. Find where my paper is. Okay. There goes one piece. And now I don't want to use the whole piece here. So, where am I cutting at? I put that there. Well, I'm going to have to do it this way, because I'm not going to sit here and measure it all out. I'm going to be lazy today. And you can be lazy too. You don't have to do things a certain way just because everybody else does it. And I love it when people say, well, you can't do that. You can't cut a piece in half. Why not? You wouldn't want to sit here and eat a whole pie, would you? You would cut a piece out of the pie. So why not cut a piece off your washi tape? Now, I can take here, and I got to be able to see where I'm cutting. I just push that all back down and trim. There's my extra, and there's my edge. And then I've got a piece left over. This can go in another place. Now here, I do have this one. But I think all I want is a little piece. I could come in here this way and do the back, top, and bottom. Let's do the same thing with that. Why not? Why not? I mean, we're looking at a 2-inch piece. So I'm going to come down here to 1. Line up everything with the 1. Hold, slice. And come on, come out of there. There we go. La 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 la. Just like that. And I can put that, let's see which one. That piece would be there. Or if I did this piece, the hat would show more. I would see more of the hat. And I think I want to see more of the hat. So we'll use this one at the bottom. I may need another piece of tape. Hopefully by the my next video, I'll have these curtains done. I know there's no way I'm going to have this Afghan done. So that's going to be here for a little bit. Well, I'm going to have to take the whole thing off. I was trying to do it just part. And that's not going to work. But, let me take the hat off for a moment. There. And I'm going to stick the hat totally someplace else. Down here in front of the bookshelf. This is turning out to be a nice, making a nice little frame. That's that small piece. Now we've got this piece. Get it down there on the corner. And peel that back off. So what have y'all been working on lately? I've done told y'all what I've been working on between the curtains and the Afghan and I know I do it to myself all the time. Make myself more work. But I enjoy it. I enjoy making things for people. So what are y'all working on? I know Sherry said she was working on Christmas cards. I'm cheating. I'm buying mine. I'm not a card maker. Not by a long shot. Okay. Do I want... Now I need to decide what I want next. I could do... Let's do littles. Let's do some littles here. Close this up because I'm done with this. And put that back where it belongs. After I move all the curtains. Okay. Oh, we have this piece left. What I can do with this is... See, I have one that's called PET stickers. And guess, or I could put that in with the flowers, but it's going in here with these. Mainly because it's not a standalone flower. Okay, we'll do littles next. That way, even if I get 7 or 8 as the number, you know, it's a number I can deal with when they're little teeny ones like this. We'll go that one. And we have 7. I can deal with 7 with littles. Could you imagine if I'd have got it in another one? Okay, we have 7. Let me move our journal over here for a moment. And reach in. 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Make sure I don't feel anything. Okay, I want to close that all completely. Put that over there. Now, what? Ooh. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we had some that spilled out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We ended up with a dozen. Okay, we can make this work. We see what all we have here. We can make this work. We can make this work. Okay. I need my tape. I'm looking at where I can put things on here. So that it would all sort of blend in together. Make it look cohesive. We hadn't planned it all out. You know what? Let me hang on to that one for a moment. I got an idea for that one. We have words. Come on, come off of there. Well, if it gets to that point, it needs another piece of tape. This is what I go through tape with, mainly. And if you're doing your stickers like this, don't buy the expensive tape. You can use El Cheapo tape for this. If all you're doing is removing the backings. Put that over here. That one goes there. I do like this one though. This is a pretty one. It's like a little fan with the kitty cats. But now I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put it. Would hide things there. That's gonna hide things no matter where I put it. And we have a signature. I think it's a signature. It's not my signature. My writing is nothing like that. My writing is worse than a doctor's. At least with the doctors, you can understand what the prescription says. Me? Huh? No, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Every work of art needs a signature. Yeah, right. Okay. Now we have a mess. We've got this one here that's a little flower. Most of our other flowers are over there, so it will get washed out there. We're going there. Now, on this one here, I don't want the handle part, so I'm going to come around here and trim this out just like that. Because I want the top, but I don't want the bottom. Do I want to do, I don't want to do this one next. Let's do this one next. Because these are, that's not a sticker. That's not a sticker. But we can turn it into, we can make it sticky. Which side is, that's the front side. We just need to find out which side is the front and back. We can make it stick. Put a little touch of glue. A little dab will do ya. And we're going up here. Put that one there. Where's my ticket? We have a ticket. Which we will add to our collage part. There. And then we have, yep, this is a sticker. I had to get a new brush for Mora. because I don't know if maybe she's just getting set in her ways or what, but she does not like being brushed anymore. She used to just lay there and take it. Now it's like, sorry, no way. But she is, being a thick, undercoated dog, her fur, when it does start coming out, can be not looking good. And hers is beginning to not look good. So I've had to find something else. So I bought a new brush, and it come in, and I pull it out and she runs the other way. It's like she knows what it's for, and she does not want anything to do with it. All right, this is not a sticker. But that looks like it goes upside down. This one down here on the edge. Almost like it's got a little collage piece here. Now we've got this one. This one I want to try something with. And I cannot get to my cutting mat. So, we'll do the next best thing. This is a cutting pencil, needle, pencil, whatever. It cuts. And I'm just going to use a index card here. It has a very fine blade on the top. Or I should say a very small one, not so much fine, but small. And I'm just cutting the inside out. Which is easier said than done. Let's see, is that going to come off? I know I cut it deep enough. All right, let's see where I'm at. And put my lid on that. Last thing I need is for my glue to dry out. Okay. Got this part. There we go. There we go. Going off. All right, you don't want to play nice? Maybe if I take that off. Was my tape sticking it? Well, I didn't want to do too hard because I didn't want it to go through to the glass. You know, and that would have really dulled my knife right there if I let it go that way. But this way, come around here because there's less. See if this will work. Usually I can get them to work, but this one's going to be a little temperamental, I think. It doesn't want to do, but it did. It did. I didn't get the whole butterfly, but I got a part of it showing through. Right, you come off, and then we will trim this side, maybe. And then we'll come around here and trim the top. Okay. Press that down. Not too bad. Now we have our last piece to do, which is where all my words are in here, mainly because I ran out of the plastic cases. So we shall see. Well, what I'm going to do with these, before I even do that, because I've got different types of words in here, I think what I want to do is I'm going to pick the sheet, because I want something that is somewhat small. We'll go with that one. And then we'll just figure out which, from the luck of the draw, how many word pieces we need off that sheet. Okay. Please be a low number. 4. We can deal with 4. All right, now, close my eyes and just feel for a break. All right, there goes 1, 2. Oh, these are all long pieces. I didn't know they were all long. 3. I'll find it when I get it finished here. 4. Okay, you go away. And, ooh, we're way down here. Okay, what have we got? Always be on the lookout for the presence of wonder. That's always a good one. Oh, we're coming up here across the top. Across the top. Maybe. And if we come up a little bit further, that will hide that top part of the butterfly that I messed up on. There. Okay. It's the little things that make life big. True. True, 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 true. What else do we have? And you can do anything, but not everything. I try. Replace fear of the unknown with curiosity. We're going to do that one here. We'll put this one right here. But this one here, I'm going to cut right here. Just right there. And we'll stagger this one. Well, not stagger, but split it up. But we'll know when you start reading it. Come right here. There. That's all I'm doing today. I'm not jinxing it by pulling out something else. I think it turned out pretty good. I really do. I think it turned out really, really good. It was a struggle with the flowers, but we managed it. We did. What do y'all think? Let me see if I can get it. I'm sorry, I thought I had it in camera. So, not too bad. Not too shabby. And at least with the seam stuff on the washi tape, you get people. So that's good, because y'all know I'm hesitant with people. I haven't used them enough to be comfortable with them. And that's why when I bought my last order, I got people. Oops. Uh-oh. I think we forgot one. Yep, I think we forgot one. This was hidden over there. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is 5. For a minute there, nothing was adding up. Okay. So we missed one. We have to go in and put and add it. We have to go in and add it. What are we going to add and where are we going? Oh, I know what we're going to do. Who says we have to add the flowers? Who says it has to be flowers we add? This one has words going down the middle. And yeah, I know we've got words already, but this is a clear one. So this would be something totally different. And we've got enough flowers, right? I'll set that over there. Be the one and only. That is you. Be the one and only. Be the person that cannot be replaced. Be the best you that you can be. And I think you're utterly awesome. Well, now I did it. It stuck in a circle. Where's the... Trying to find the end of it. There we go. Whew. Be the one and only. We're going right here. Add a slight angle. Be one and only. Not be, but it's the one and only. So there. We did it. We picked up that last one that we missed. I know Sherry's probably sitting there. I told you you missed one. Yes, I heard Sherry. I hear you now. Yes, I pick on Sherry. But she is one of the most sweetest, lovable people I know. So what do y'all think? Oh, I think it turned out pretty good. So, Tuesdays and Thursdays are video days. We've got a lot still to do in this journal. If there's something you all want to learn to do, and if I don't know how to do it, I'll be right there with you learning it. I'll learn how to do it and then show you, and that way you don't have to mess up anything. You'll already see all the messy uppies that can be done so that yours will turn out perfect. So let me know in the comments below what you would like to see, or if there's anything you would like to learn. You know, that's going to be really hard getting into the box like that. I'm sitting here trying to figure out, because if I put it, you know, I'm going to have two ends here that are not going to want to, or if I get it on one end, the other end's going to flip-flop. But it'll do. It'll do. I'll just have to deal with that one floppy end. So, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. I had a curtain that wanted to fall. So like I said, Tuesdays and Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays are our video days. If there's something you would like to see, or a refresher course in something, or something you want to learn, even if I don't know how to do it, I'll be right there with you learning it. I will figure it out and probably make all the mistakes so that when you do yours, your first time will come out perfect. It's awesome like that. Why? Because I know you guys can do it. So this is it for today. Leave me a comment. Leave me a comment below. Sorry, I've only had 1 cup of coffee today, and it's still early. So leave me a comment below on what you'd like to see. Let me know what you thought about this. If there's anything else that we can do, or if it's not about papercraft, if it's about something else, we'll work on that too. It's all about what you, my subscribers, want to see. So until next time, bye guys.